Hi, welcome to my channel, Disney Mummy with MS. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your comments, messages and all your support on my last video. I really appreciate it, and it's so lovely to hear what you all have to say. And now on to my next video, and this video you've clicked on. This one is about my MS diagnosis. Now, when I was diagnosed, my diagnosis is probably a lot different to other people's. Some people it can take months, sometimes even years to be diagnosed. For me, it took a weekend. It started, I had no previous symptoms, and apart from all I had was migraines. When I was pregnant with Poppy, I was constantly having migraines, and there was nothing I could do about it. Nothing you can take when you're pregnant with. When you're pregnant, you can't take anything with migraines. And then after I had Poppy, I was still having migraines. But then one day, when Poppy was 8 weeks old, I woke up and the room was spinning. I mean, actually, the room was spinning, like when you proper vertigo, like when you've drunk too much and the room is spinning. So I got myself an appointment at the doctor's. They checked me over and they initially thought I had an labyrinthitis, which is an inner ear infection. Sent me away and said, just see how you get on. Didn't think nothing of it, just thought I had to rest. Then on, I think it was about 3 or 4 days later, I collapsed at the top of the stairs and completely lost my speech. This was when Chris, my husband, was really worried and called the out of hours, not out of hours, is it 511 service? It's the special telephone number that you call when you're worried and about medical emergency, but you don't want to call 999, but you don't want to go to your GP. So he called them and they advised us to send an ambulance, but I didn't want to go in an ambulance because I'm frightened of them. So Chris took me straight to A&E, and at first they were worried in case I'd had a stroke because I still couldn't speak. I was worried and panicking in case it may be brain cancer. Because I still couldn't speak, I couldn't walk. And then the doctor, the neurologist, came in, tested me all over, and he told me I had 2 choices. Basically, I could be sent away and it could take months for me to have a CT scan and an MRI scan, or I could stay in for the weekend and have a CT scan and an MRI scan that whole weekend, and they could find out what was wrong with me. So that's what we did, and that was heartbreaking. Poppy was then 9 weeks old. I did not want to leave her. I didn't want to leave Chris, I didn't want to leave Tilly, and yeah, that's not what I wanted to do, but in my best interest, that's what I had to do. So that's what I did. It was scary, it was lonely, I was frightened. But then the CT scan came back and that was clear, so that showed, you know, no signs of brain cancer, which was fantastic news, and that was a huge relief. But then obviously you had to wait for the MRI. I had that done. But then when they came in with my results, I was sitting there and all I wanted was just to get home. I just wanted to get home at that point, and I wanted to get home to Chris, and I wanted to get home to the girls. And he said to me, yep, we know what's wrong with you, we have your diagnosis, you have multiple sclerosis. You have MS. And I sat there and went, oh, okay, thank you ever so much. I didn't know what MS was. I didn't know. He then tried to explain it to me, but I still was blank. I didn't know, and all I wanted was to get home, and it didn't sink in. I was completely oblivious to it. It wasn't until I called Chris up and go, yep, you can come pick me up now. They know what's wrong with me. I've got something called multiple sclerosis something. And Chris went, Tara, you do know what that is? And I went, no. And he went, Tara, that's not great. That's not good. And yeah, so he went, I'm now coming. I'll be there in a bit. And while I was waiting at the hospital, Chris's dad was at the hospital picking up some of his chemotherapy tablets. And I then said to him about it, and it was Chris's dad and his wife that then explained it to me, what it was, and that's then when it sunk in, and that's then when I burst into tears, and that's when I first ever become scared about it. And that's when you see someone be kind of scared for you. Sorry. And I just tried to be brave after then, but it's hard, and I was frightened. And I went through what probably everyone who is first ever diagnosed with MS goes through. That the scared process. You are frightened and you are scared of the unknown. You go on the internet and you search for what can happen. What is the worst case scenario? And it is terrifying. And you look and it looks horrendous. And yeah, you look and you can't help but look, and you look on the MS sites and you look at what people say, and some people scare you, and I just want to say 6 years I've been diagnosed, and it's been a roller coaster. I have my good days, I have my bad days, and yes, the bad days are bad. I have lost the use of my legs sometimes. There has been a time when I have been practically nearly bedridden for a month, but it is not that bad. I have found with my MS has made me a better person. It has made me want to live my life better. It has made me appreciate life better. It has made me want to make the most of my time I have now. I do not put off anything. I do not think I'll do it in 10 years time, I'll do it in 20 years time, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen to my legs, what's going to happen to my body. So I want to make the most of what I have now. And I just want to say to people out there who are been diagnosed and are scared, do not be scared, because yes, we don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know what our future holds, but so what? It's just one of them things. Just enjoy the moment, just enjoy now, just enjoy time with your kids now. Go out and make the most of it, because just what I'm trying to say is I feel although MS is tough, I feel better for having MS in a way, because I feel it has made me a better person. So that is what I wanted to say. And yeah, and I hope that this video has made people who are scared about their MS diagnosis not worry. And if anyone ever wants to chat or message or anything, feel free to message me or comment, and I will always message you back. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like it, please subscribe, and I hope you watch more of my videos in the future. Thank you. Bye bye.